Hello, everyone, and welcome as I share my thoughts, my feelings, and my memories of The Fast and the Furious, the original from 2001, which celebrates its 15th anniversary today. It came out on June 22nd, 2001, and I've seen the film a couple times on DVD, but honestly, today was the first time, thanks to the celebration, that I had seen it in the movie theater. I enjoyed it. I remember really enjoying it on DVD with a friend, to my surprise, even though I wasn't really that excited to watch it. Not at all. I remember when the trailers came out and I couldn't help it, like, oh, this Paul Walker guy, he's in the film. I remember seeing him in this movie called Skulls, and I wasn't really too impressed with that one, even though I liked director Rob Cohen, who gave us Daylight, Dragon, and Dragonheart. But for some reason, I just did not want to see this film at all. And I'd seen Vin Diesel. He had a small part in Boiler Room and also Saving Private Ryan, but I wasn't really sold. And shame on me. Because when I saw it on DVD, I was quite impressed how entertaining, ridiculous, and over the top it was. But how entertaining it was, too. But of course, that was the wrong way to see that movie for the first time, even though I did enjoy it. Because tonight, watching this film in the theater, this is really the only way that you can really appreciate a Fast and the Furious film. Now, when the second one came out and I saw it on DVD and I wasn't impressed with it at all, I actually hated the film, and I haven't seen it since. I'd be willing to try and give it another chance to see if I still hate it. And then Tokyo Drift came out, I was like, meh. And then Fast and the Furious came out in 2009, it was like double meh. And then, of course, all these amazing reviews came out for Fast 5, and it really piqued my curiosity. And that's when I became a really diehard fan and excited to see Fast 5, and then Furious 6, and then Furious 7, and then Fast 8, which we did get a behind-the-scenes sneak peek to that film before we saw the Fast and Furious, so it's kind of cool to see where the series is going, and now to look at where the series had been. Now, yeah, I shame on me. I mean, really, shame on me for being such a movie snob at the time in 2001, even though I'd probably seen some really terrible films that year. I'm really happy that I finally got a chance to see this the way it should be seen. And yes, the story is not that original. It does borrow a lot from one film that I can't help to compare it to the most is Point Break. I think Fast and the Furious, the first one, of course, is a solid remake, somewhat, not every tiny detail, but somewhat, to Point Break, which I think is a really awesome movie from the early 90s. Don't see the remake unless you just want to see some really great stuff, but nothing more. But back to Fast and the Furious. Of course, it's so interesting to go back and watch this movie again, and I think this was the first time that I've actually seen it since when I saw it probably in like 2001 or 2002 on DVD, and just to see all these characters now we've grown to love, and to see where Paul Walker went, and sadly where his life ended up. But just interesting to see all these kids. I mean, they're probably in their, I'm guessing, maybe early 20s when this movie came out, or was at least made, or maybe mid-20s. So it's so interesting to see Vin Diesel and Paul Walker and Michelle Rodriguez and Gianna Brewster and the rest of the cast, just little kids. They're almost like, they feel like, I shouldn't say little kids, but you know, they're younger. I just, to see them back then was so interesting to witness again. I think this is a really good, solid movie directed by Rob Cohen, who gave us some really fun movies in the 90s, and most of them I do own. And after this he made Triple X, but after that he's kind of just fallen off the map, and he's made some terrible movies. And I would love for him to return to form. And it was also nice to see him as a little cameo. I believe he was a pizza boy that complains that they're racing cars on the road and I'm trying to deliver pizza. So that was kind of cool to see that. And I like Rob Cohen. I mean, even though he's kind of gone downhill since Triple X with his movies, I look forward for his return. And it would be nice if he actually would return to this franchise. Though I'm excited that F. Gary Gray is going to make the next Fast and the Furious movie. I really like the setup in this one, and since it's been such a long time since I watched it, I forgot all the little details that are in this film, like the use of special effects, how the camera would enter into the car, into the engine, especially when they're racing for the first time. I thought that was really unique. Wonderful sound. I mean, this movie has incredible sound. I was not too far from the screen in my screening because the place was packed. I mean, millions of fans. Well, I should say hundreds of fans were there to see the film. I think it had 2 screenings. I saw it at the 7:00 screening. So people were there. They cared, and I didn't know that they were going to give us a little sneak peek of Fast 8, especially behind the scenes. No real footage from the movie, but it looks like Fast 8 is going to be awesome. But to experience it with people that really do appreciate it. Yeah, you have to turn off your brain with a movie like this. You have to forget reality, forget logic, and all that stuff. But I feel like The Fast and the Furious is somewhat of a plausible movie. I feel like this could really happen, where a lot of the stuff that they had to, they got to up the ante. The sequels, man, they got to up the ante and make some better scenes and make more exciting action sequences throughout. So it does get more over the top and unbelievable. But I feel like Fast and the Furious somewhat could really happen in a real world. That's how I felt about it. I like the interaction between the actors, of course. Vin Diesel's great, and Paul Walker. Of course, these guys are not award-winning actors, but in their own right, they can pull off a scene. They can convince you that who they say they are and who they're with and what happens. You believe in it. You buy it because of their the way they do act. I mean, I believe that they are actors. They may not be thespians, but who cares? They're very likable personalities. And it's really nice to see Paul Walker in this state of his life and what was going on. And this is probably the movie, both of these actors, that really kickstarted their careers. I know they've done stuff before, but nothing really as profound, even though that's not really something I should say, not profound, but as important, in a sense, in the movie business. I mean, this movie just kickstarted this amazing franchise that went on and is still going on, and I'm guessing we're probably going to get at least 5 or 6 or 7 more of these movies. And as long as they're making money, of course. Money it's the movie business, okay? But at least as they're getting better after 5, they seem like they really care about the actual family element. I mean, this series is ridiculous, and it's stupid and it's silly, but I believe that for the 2 hours, now they're getting really long, 2.5 hours probably the next one, you really believe in this family unit that has been created over the years. And yes, they've had some bumps in the road, but now they're on track, and I really can't wait for the next film. I think we're going to get maybe even a better film, even though Paul Walker will sadly, of course, not be a part of it. But it's a series that, it's kind of funny how it's a series at one time I wasn't too interested in, and now I can't wait until the next one comes out. It's so weird. I also want to talk about the music of the film. Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
I thought the kids were in here playing when you heard all this noise.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay, Dad. I'm almost done. Thank you. Love you. Okay. So, sorry about that interruption. Yeah, this is going to be this was a fun time to see in the theater. This really was a good time, and I'm glad I saw it. As before I got interrupted, the music adds another level to this film. Yeah, it may not be important storytelling. It may not change the world or add anything new to the world of cinema, but as a piece of entertainment, it's up there with some of the best. And I'm really glad I got to see it in the theater. In the comment box below, let me know what you thought of the original film, and are you looking forward to Fast 8? All right, everyone, again, thank you, and look forward to more memories coming from me in the future. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.